Okie dokie, I'm Sam, and I would like to share some points regarding speaking tips and approaches, especially in part 1. سلام دوستای گلم، روزتون بخیر. توی این بخش ما میخوایم نکاتی رو راجع به اسپیکینگ و نحوه بس دادن جواباتون توی بخش اسپیکینگ مطرح کنیم که امیدوارم براتون مفید باشه. Let's start. The first approach would be that flexible vocabulary. What does it mean? Most of English learners would say that so many words and so little time. Yeah, that's right. There is a trick. The trick is finding ways to embed engaging and effective vocabulary instructions into daily practice so that bit by bit word learnings adds up. Highly recommended book, as you can see here, would be Vocabulary for IELTS. The second point would be for assessment criteria. The first criterion is pronunciation, which means intonation stress. You can see here a table, nouns versus verbs, and as depicted in the table, the nouns stress is placed on the first syllable and the verbs on the second. Let's read them. Project, project, object, object, convict, convict, present, present, suspect, suspect, record, record, contrast, contrast, insult, insult, conflict, conflict. In continue, we have lexical resources, which is included phrasal verbs, collocations, and idiomatic expression. The highly recommended book would be Essential Idioms in English, written by Robert J. Dixon. Phrasal verbs and collocations are also included in this book. And the third point is GRA. It's an abbreviation of grammatical range and accuracy. And the last part is fluency and coherence, which means using linking words and cohesive device. As you can see in a graphical illustration, I listed four different type of linking words. The first part is addition. The second one is a sequence, third one is consequences, and the last one contrast. You can see here in addition you can use another, also in addition, in sequence, then later, or to start, to begin with, and in consequences we have a so, then, thus, consequently, thereby. And in contrast, as you can see, however, despite, in spite of, in contrast, and so on. And how to give reasons. Firstly, as you know, you can use because or since, and after them you have complete meaningful sentence. Here are some examples. Please pay attention to the punctuations as well. Since there is no bottle left, comma, we had to go without. But when we use the since in the middle of sentence, please pay attention to this example. He finds things have changed drastically since he graduated in 1974. همطور که میبینیم وقتی سینس رو اول جمله میاریم بعدش کاما داریم، ولی وقتی سینس در میان جمله به کار رفته دیگه نشانه ای از کاما نیست. The second would be that you can use because of, due to, owing to, and after them you have cause of the actions, and it's not a complete sentence. Let's pay attention to the example. Due to recent technology advances, comma, the shape of industry have changed drastically. Let's continue. The third one would be that using for. As you can see in the example, the company is notorious, بدنامه, for paying its bills late. The next one is in order to. Please pay attention to the example. In order to run a business, sufficient fund and expertise are essential. And the fifth one, to plus simple form of the tense. As you can see here in example, I took a short-term training course to enhance my skills. The other believed you use money to enhance the business, to get people to do very best job for you. Let's continue. As you can see, we seem to have a long list of things. Yeah, the sixth one, reason why. The reason why I left the meeting was my manager's baseless accusation. And the next one, reason for. The reason for stopping alcoholic drinks is health issues. And the next one, for some reasons. I couldn't attend the meeting for family reasons. For economical reasons, many projects shouldn't remain in the hands of local governments. And there is a special point here. Don't use due to with reason. It's really important. I couldn't attend the meeting due to family problems, not reasons. Due to family problems. And finally, we reached to the last point. But before the starting, we have two integral issues. The first one is that don't give short answers, and the last one, don't echo or repeat the questions. Please pay attention to this matter. To answer each question, you should move from general to specific. What does it mean? Here we have a checklist included 4 parts. The first part is answer, your answer. The next one is detail, as you can see here, and the third one is example. And the final step is why, means giving reasons. And here are some examples. That's an effective way to embed instructions into your mind. The question is, what kind of food do you like? First of all, give your answer. For example, you say, I'm genuinely fond of seafood. And please give more details, particularly Japanese seafood. And some example, such as sushi. Reason, since it's really delicious and flavorsome. And finally, the last example. What is your favorite sport? And your answers included details would be, I'm truly keen on team sports rather than individual ones. And for giving the example, you can say, for instance, football. And what's the reason? Due to its excitement and global media coverage. That's the end of the video. Thanks for your attention and I hope that you find it beneficial. خیلی ممنونم از توجهتون. خیلی زود با استراکچرهای بهتر و سمپل‌ها و کلیشه‌های خیلی مفیدتر در خدمتتون خواهیم بود. خدا نگهدار.